Hello, this is my critique of Chapter 4. It ain't much, but it is the best that I could come up with the time period that I had. Okay, what are five or more social and behavioral public health issues that are most concerned in California currently? That would be smoking and vaping, being youths getting into the habit of smoking or vaping, and if it's not smoke, and those that are quitting smoking, they're going into vaping. Mental health. You know, during during the pandemic, a lot of people how could I say it? A lot of people were isolated, having no one to talk to, being by themselves, which really took a toll on their mental health, which led to suicide, which yeah, or it could have led to drug use. You know, most people wanting to feel better, either they'll turn to using drugs, more than likely over the counter drugs, which would some would use to OD and die. So as homelessness, most people here in California are homeless, and with the very few homeless shelters out there, that still leaves a good portion of homeless people out in the streets without a oh, hold on. What are five main points of the chapter? Mental health. Explained in the previous slide. Religion. It's how some religions tend to be affecting people. Socioeconomics, socioeconomics, uh, tending to put people like on a certain level. Communicable disease that can be transmitted. Yeah, and behavioral health, how people's behavior, well, people's behavior mostly, how, let's say, for example, someone that wouldn't typically exercise, something like that, who either get into the habit or just not do it at all. What model do you feel is the best to explain successful behavioral change? For the model, I would say someone that let's say has previously dropped out of school and later in their life decided to go back to school to better themselves and to have a better chance to live a better life. I hope I hit the arrow key. Now, how can socioeconomic status, culture, and religion affect the implementation of that model? Now, with socioeconomics, uh, well, depending, it could make their school life, difficult with needing ways of transportation because if they live far away from the school and they themselves don't have to drive, they're mostly relying on public transportations like the bus or taxi. And admissions, I know some schools, not all, require you to pay an admission to even be able to enroll. With culture, uh, some cultures, not all, don't believe that schools make would be a great place to learn, making them have second thoughts and believing that it isn't necessary. And religion, due to some religions, some of the stuff they're taught there they don't believe in, which could well, which will go against religious beliefs, like a history class or science class or the sort. Now, what contribution areas are most impactful in our current issues in California? I chose these three specifically because these were the three that I know the most about. Like homeless shelters that are helping homeless people get out of the streets, having a place to stay at the night. That way they wouldn't have to be on the streets in the cold, especially during, because wintertime is coming and it's gonna get really cold out. Suicide prevention hotlines, which help people keep on living, keeping them from ending it all. That help them get through a tough times. But we could also add therapists to this because again, mental health leads to many complications, suicide being one of them. And ads that are showing the, I'm not sure if you can see it due to the webcam, but ads that show what smoking tobacco can do to you, what it can do to your lungs, and how you're gonna end up with a hole in your neck, you know? Okay. Okay. Now, what are some social and behavior changes that I can make? Now, it's not short, but because I didn't know how to really put it into perspective while typing it. But what I could do is I could go outside more. I could socialize with more people. I could take on a sport like baseball or football or soccer. I could also like go out and help with my community a lot more. You know, maybe helping pick up the trash, so to speak. And also, I could eat a lot more healthier than I do now. I could get in some exercise. Um, I could also riding around on a bike. That counts as both exercise and social because I would be going around town just just interacting with folk while riding on my bike. Although technically there would have to be a point where I would have to take a break. Maybe a walk with my bike on my side. Who knows? But going, but yeah, those are some social changes. There are a lot more that may not be coming to my mind that I could do. But those are just some. Oh, interacting more with my family, having game nights. That could be another one. There's a lot that you can do to change your behavior, to be in a healthier environment and a better life. It's a lot more. Some of which that I may not know or may not come to mind as of right now. But that is how. Actually, hold on. I forgot. I could just move. Yeah, that would be all. Thank you for this. Most of what I typed is what came to my mind. I didn't cite any evidence, to be fair. But I'd like to thank you for watching. I am not sure how I will be submitting this, but thank you. Wonderful night and rest of your week, and thank you for watching.